Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Tawny. I love reviewing handbags, and today I have another one reviewing the Louis Vuitton Delightful MM. So this is the old model of the Delightful. Louis Vuitton came out with another Delightful that was in a similar style with just very slight differences on the side and also how the strap was attached, but kind of the same general idea of bag. And then eventually this model was discontinued and replaced with the Graceful. So as you can see, this is a pretty large kind of hobo style bag. It's made out of monogram canvas. I've also seen it in Damier Azur, at least in the newer Delightful model, and occasionally in Damier Ebene. So you've got some vachetta piping along the sides that also carry all the way down along the bottom. And you've got a tab with a big large ring that holds a very thick leather strap. The top is lined with vachetta, and inside is just one large compartment, and it's lined with that textile fabric. There is one zipper compartment pocket in the back, pretty spacious there. And it closes with just a kind of a snap ring closure there. So I am going to go over the measurements of this bag, and I also want to compare it to the Neverfull, just because I think they're very comparable in size. And this could be a very good alternative to the Neverfull if the straps of the Neverfull is something that you're not liking. The bag measures 16 inches in length, 12.5 inches in height, and 6 inches in depth. The drop of the handle is kind of variable because of how the bag will kind of smush down as you carry it. So it really does depend on exactly how it falls. Okay, the bag weighs 1 pound, 1 ounce. So very lightweight for a large bag. This is a large bag, so it can clearly hold your basic items like a full-size wallet, large sunglass case, even a cosmetic pouch, all those things. So I'm just going to show you some of the larger items to show you the capacity. Here is a 13-inch MacBook, and that can obviously fit in along with plenty of other items. So if I lay it flat there, that is how it looks. And I also have this large water bottle, 24 ounce, so that can fit in there, and it can even like stand up without poking over the top of the bag. The back pocket is quite large. You can easily fit your phone. This is an iPhone 12. You can fit it both sideways, horizontally, and vertically with room to spare. Let's see, this is a full-size wallet, and you can also fit it vertically. It does kind of poke out just a little bit, and let's see, not quite, well, actually you can get it down there. So that's a full-size wallet down into the pocket there, so you can fit both items. And just to show you how large the Delightful is, I have this blanket that measures about 70 inches by 60 inches. The kind that you get from like Costco. If you shop there, you know what I'm talking about. So I can show you that this blanket will fit in here. So just to show you the capacity, that it is quite large. It's going to be great for travel, or maybe as a baby bag, even if you've got kids that need snacks and a change of clothes and water bottles. So you can put that in there and still close it if you want to. That'll fit. So it's quite a large capacity. And now for comparison's sake, I have my Damier Ebene Neverfull in the MM size, and just wanted to show you that in terms of capacity, they're very, very similar. So I've got that big blanket again, and pushing it into here, you can see that that also fits in the Neverfull and fills it pretty much the same. So in terms of capacity, they're very, very similar. And let's see, in measurements, just holding them up kind of next to each other. Here's the Neverfull. Here is the Delightful in the MM size. So in terms of like width, I would say because the Neverfull kind of tapers, it's just a little bit skinnier at the bottom. This one's actually the Delightful's a little bit longer or wider this way. In terms of height, again, the Delightful is just maybe a ½ inch taller. And going into terms of depth there, they're very similar, but let me go ahead and give you the exact measurements of the Neverfull so that we can compare. So Neverfull goes from about 17 at the top to 12 or so at the bottom, and height, it is 11, slightly over 11 inches, 11.25. And in depth, it is maybe about 6.5. And the Neverfull weighs 1 pound, slightly over 3 ounces. So just about the same, just tiny bit heavier than the Delightful. Okay, so let's go over some of the pros and cons, or the similarities and differences between the two bags. So the pro would be that they're both very lightweight bags and they both have a high capacity. They're both large bags that hold quite a bit. The differences, which you can consider either pro or con depending on your preference, is the strap. So the Delightful has a thick single strap, which does make it more comfortable to carry heavy items on your shoulders because it just kind of distributes the weight a little bit better. The Neverfull has 2 thinner straps, which can start to dig on your shoulder if you do have your bag weighed down. So both bags are just one large compartment with a zip pocket along the back side. So both can benefit from using either pouches to organize your items within the bag, or either getting some sort of organizer to place inside the bag to give you some separation, organization, so that your things aren't just kind of floating around inside there. Perhaps one more con about this bag is that there isn't a zipper to close the top, so there isn't a whole lot of security to the bag, but it's similar to the Neverfull, which is wide open, except you do get a clip here that you can close the bag for just a little bit added security. Same thing with the Neverfull, there's just one little clip in the center to close the bag up here. So they're pretty similar in that respect. So I guess a big choice is, do you like the thicker single strap, or do you like thinner double straps on the Neverfull? The Delightful is a discontinued model, so you won't be able to find this to purchase brand new from the store. If you like this particular style, you will have to find it pre-loved. It can be cheaper than the Neverfull because you're buying it pre-loved. The Neverfull is being sold over $2,000 brand new in the store now, but it does come with a removable wristlet, which you can use separately. And also the possible downside of the Delightful is that the vachetta piping is something that needs to be sort of maintained to make sure that you don't wear through the vachetta to expose the piping there. Also, it's just a slightly different style. The Delightful has more of a slouchy, kind of soft, squishy look to it. The Neverfull has a little bit more structure to it. So it's just a personal preference as to which style you prefer. But they're both great bags. I've had the Delightful in my collection for a couple years. I haven't used it very much, just simply because I don't grab for really large bags very much anymore. My kids are a little bit older, so I don't have to carry like diapers or too many snacks or anything for them, luckily. So I can get by with a smaller bag. So I really haven't been using this a whole lot, although I still think it is a great bag, but I have decided to sell this bag to remove it from my collection just to create more space for new bags that I would use more. Okay, well, I hope this review and comparison was helpful for anybody who might be considering adding this bag to their collection. It's a great bag, a great alternative to the Neverfull. So just wanted to share that with you before it's no longer part of my collection. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on future videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.